All right, guys. So we got a heavy squat single today, and kind of just depending on how it goes. I got about 4 hours of sleep last night, and it's currently 4:28. So, um, do with that what you will. But basically, I didn't get much sleep last night because it was hot in my room. So first, basically, what had happened is that it was hot in my room because my brother was running the 3D printer, and then he turned it off, and then kept going in and out of the room, and I was almost asleep when he woke me up because he went out of the room to go get my cat, brought him back inside, and in doing so, kind of woke me up. It's like I was literally probably 5 minutes away, or less, even maybe like 30 seconds away from being fully asleep. Because I couldn't hear anything. I wasn't conscious at all um, until my brother woke me up. Um, and so I was like I was just kind of stepping right into sleep a little bit. So um, he woke me out of that, unfortunately, which kept me up for several hours because I couldn't go to sleep because I had been like, kind of like, when you're not asleep technically and you're like half conscious but you're kind of asleep, like that kind of period when you're falling asleep. I was in that kind of stage for like 45 minutes because I don't know why. I was just in that stage for like 45 minutes. So I had gotten a decent amount of rest, enough to make my body not want more at the exact moment that I wanted to go to bed. So once my brother woke me up, wasn't able to fall asleep and just sat there lying for like 3 hours. Couldn't fall asleep. By the time I fall asleep, it was probably like 2 a.m. So, yeah. So I guess it's more like 5 hours if it was 2 a.m. But I don't know. Might not have been 2 a.m. But I do know I got very little sleep last night, which surprisingly I don't feel like terrible today. Like, despite getting a very little amount of sleep, I don't actually feel like terrible today. And I haven't had any caffeine, but this entire trip, the entire time I've been here since I got back from the trip, my mother bucker's been missing, but I found it. It was inside my backpack, which I don't know why I didn't think to check there, but it was inside my backpack. So yeah, we got the mother bucker. Very little of it left, unfortunately, but doesn't matter. Um, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be going to Lake of the Ozarks, uh, July 18th through the 25th, and so I'm probably not gonna be posting too much. I do want to post something while I'm out there, but I'm probably not gonna be posting a lot, just because I don't know if there's gonna be a accessible gym for me there. I know there's one about 10 miles away from where I'm staying, but that's the closest gym basically, and unfortunately, it is about a 20-minute drive due to all the winds and stuff. And I'm not bringing my car, so I probably can't get a ride to and from the gym, unfortunately. Although I saw that right the area, it's right by part of the actual river or lake area. It's part of the actual river slash lake area. So I don't know if we're renting a boat or what the deal is, but it's a lake. I assume there's going to be a boat for us to use. And so I was going to see if I could have my buddy drop me off like right on the edge, kind of by the land. And I would just walk up the hill, and because the gym's like basically right by the river. So river, lake, part, whatever you call it. So yeah, so that might be a thing. It's hotter than the hinges of hell, so I'm gonna get inside and I'll get warmed up, and gonna be a thorough warm up today because 6 hours of sleep, 5 hours of sleep, something like that. Feeling a little twinge in my hamstring too, so gonna be very thorough warm ups today. All right, so like I said, very thorough warm up today because got a heavy single running off 4 hours of sleep, and got that kind of twinge in my hamstring, but nothing terrible, nothing I can't deal with. I will show you guys my trick to get knee sleeves on later too, but that'll be later. Alright, so last two things I do for my warm-up is a deep hold. So basically just in squat position, and I just hold this here for a little bit, and then after this we'll do some hip thrusts, just body weight, and that's basically it until I start throwing the weight on. Show you guys how I set up for squat. I did record this for the first set, but the fan was too loud, so I'm doing it again, unfortunately. But grip however it feels comfortable for you. It's gonna vary, based on your size, based on whether you squat high bar or low bar. But I get a little bit outside the ring on the bar, and then when you get in, the best way to get under the bar is to start back first. You're going to wedge yourself into the bar before getting underneath the bar. So I'll just show you what that looks like. So once you're wedged under the bar, just get directly under it with your feet, lift off, and walk back to your squat. Racking it is just as simple as putting it back. If you do have access to a proper combo rack, then you can really slam it into there, but these will tip if I slam it too hard, and they're really loud. So I tend not to, but if you have access to a combo rack, absolutely do it. So that's how I set up for squat. And you guys, I'll record, I'll make sure when I shorten the videos, I actually shorten I leave in my setup for squat. So on the next set. All right, so pre-workout time. Usually don't take pre-workout this late, but I'm taking my warm-ups very slow, very thorough today because I got a heavy single. So we'll just just drink a little of this down so it's not gonna spill. And then we'll do a dry scoop. But yeah, Motherbucker today, and it's got 400 milligrams of caffeine and a bunch of other stuff in it too. So it's a big scoop too. Like anyone who owns Motherbucker knows exactly what I'm talking about. This is probably enough, but we'll top it off just to make sure. There we go, this is pretty good. So, get our water. This is Dry Scoop Technique 101. Got your pre-workout of choice and your water. And I like to just do the whole scoop. Don't be a pussy and chicken out. I'm gonna do like a half scoop. Make sure you do the whole thing. That's how you do it. I like to kind of rinse my mouth out a little bit. Because you don't want to be doing a squat set. Well, actually, I don't know if I'd mind if I were doing a squat set and just a little Motherbucker, but I don't care. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys my little trick for getting knee sleeves on. I did not invent this, but I saw it, and the dude who showed me it was a 900-pound squatter, so I will take his word that this is a good trick to use, and it works. I use it every time I put on my knee sleeves now. It's a complete game changer. It does require a separate piece of equipment though, so we'll get into that later, but no idea if this works with stiffs. I've never used stiffs in my life, but I am getting a pair of the A7 rigor mortis sleeves soon, hopefully. So we'll see about kind of how that goes. But essentially, you're just going to take this. So I didn't kind of explain what I was doing. You want to, when you do this, what you're doing is you're trying to minimize the surface area of the knee sleeve. Especially if you do the thin legs, you want the knee sleeve to be as small as physically possible, so that it's easy to slide on. I say easy, but that should really be in quotes. It's not easy no matter what. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna stick your knee sleeves in, or you're gonna stick your lifting straps inside, and you're gonna kind of create handles here, and line it up so the crease is on the back of your leg, and you're just gonna pull. And then pull the lifting straps out and roll up the knee sleeve. Same exact deal for the other one too. Just make sure you're putting your foot through the right end of the knee sleeve, because especially if you've got fitted knee sleeves, or I say fitted, like they're not obviously custom fitted, but they're like an hourglass shape, so they're a little more conforming to your leg. But you want to make sure that you're not sticking your foot through the end that's meant to go on the bottom, because otherwise you never get them on. You won't ever get them off if you do manage to get them on. Alright, and that's how you get a pair of knee sleeves on. And then you can kind of just adjust them based on how you... All right, so man, that sucks. Greatest single of my entire life, my entire 16 years on the planet, greatest single I've ever done on Squat, and it wasn't recorded. Can you believe this madness? This is outrageous. How can you do this? Holy shit. Fuck, man. Hey, fuck you too. Sorry, I get passionate when I'm driving if you can't tell. But that guy was literally going 50 down this road. Sorry, apologies for the seatbelt warning. It's the stupid bag. My bag weighs so much that it reads as a person there. So, yeah. But greatest single of my entire stupid freaking life, and my phone stopped recording. Like, that is literally as unlucky as it gets. The ego in me wants to text my boss and be like, hey, do you have authorization to go back and review the security camera footage? Because here's the deal. We can look at live footage of it, but I don't have authorization to go back and like legitimately go through the footage and look at like, you know, like past stuff in the footage. So, which I don't even know why. It's kind of freaking stupid if you ask me. But actually, it's my job. I'm not going to criticize it. It is not freaking stupid. It is annoying for this specific scenario because I would have loved to be able to go back. And my job is not freaking stupid. My job is amazing. It's literally as good as a job can be, like possibly, literally as possibly good as a job could be. Like, this is up there with like being a YouTuber and like, or like, you know, as like a social, like an influencer of some kind, or like a brand ambassador. Like, it's up there with those jobs because I do nothing and get paid for it. Like, I literally just get to sit on my phone, occasionally check people in, walk around the facility, make sure nothing's broken, make sure people are okay, close the facility up, open it up, just whatever, you know, whatever I got to do. But like 99% of my time is just spent sitting at the desk. Although I'm starting to like get up and do like little cardio, like just like 5-minute walks every like 30-45 minutes during my shift. So yeah, but my job is as good as it gets, literally. Jobs cannot get much better than how it is right now, which is I'm unfortunate because I know I'm never gonna have a job this good again, but it is what it is. Yeah, I just saw that kid driving that Corvette, and I've never seen him before in my life. Oh, I bet I know who it is. I know who it is. I know exactly who it is, and I know where they were coming from too. But I'm not gonna say it because this is YouTube, and if I plastered their name all over social media, I'm sure she would not be very happy. Yeah, that was her. VG fans, probably, if you know where I live, you probably have a guess of who I'm talking about. So, yeah, but and she's not like a necessarily bad person. There's just like a lot about her, if you get what I'm like. There's a lot of stuff that's happened to her, a lot of stuff she's done, a lot of stuff other people have done, like just stuff. Like a lot of like, she's a person who has experienced a lot of stuff, good and bad, and done a lot of stuff good and bad, and you get the point. So I'm just gonna shut up. But in all seriousness, bench was pretty crappy, man. That was crappy. 340 for 3 comp standard. RP 9 was just, why? It's just, I guess it's only 1 RP higher than it's supposed to be, but like, come on, I've done that weight for like RP 7 before. Like, I'm such a loser, dude. Like, I should just quit lifting. That's the wrong mindset to have, obviously. But in all seriousness, it's frustrating when you have a session that is, subpar or something. You've done a weight that you can do, and it's been lighter in the past. But in all reality, I've had 200 grams of carbs today, and that was 6 hours ago, and I'm running off of 4 hours of sleep. So not a bad workout. And I'm sorry. That was really cringy. I'm sorry. I just wanted to make it really dramatic. I like to kind of, throw little bits in there. So you get the point. But essentially, I am still very, like, the ego in me, the very small ego that sorry, that's kind of egotistical to say that, but it's true. I don't have a big ego. The very small ego that I have in me is like, why? I need to go back. I need to find that. I need to show it to everyone to prove that I can squat 500 like it's RP 0. But like, in all reality, I know I did it. It was honestly like an RP 7 probably. But the ego in me still wants to see it. But my spotters / buddies said that it was light and it was easy. So I'm gonna take their word for it. Take their word that it was a good set. So yeah, if we do, I'm gonna do that squat warm up from now on. That is a beautiful squat warm up. I love that. Mwah, chef's kiss. Just lovely squat warm up. Big video to edit tonight though. A lot of stuff in it. So I will see you guys. If we can squeeze a lift in Friday, I'll see you guys Friday. But it might not be till after the Lake of the Ozarks, or we might get a lift in there, but it's really like iffy, So yeah, it is. I think it's 11 miles, which is about an hour and a half walk, I think. So I could bring a bike. That wouldn't be a bad bike. It'd be like a 20-minute bike. But I don't want to bike there on a squat day, it would suck. But like I said, there is that river, and if we rent a boat or something, my buddy can drive the boat out, drop me off there. I'll swim out to the edge, climb up, change some dry clothes, and head to the gym. And that'll be how I get to the gym. That's a pretty freaking cool way to get to the gym. Getting to the gym through a boat, like you drive down the river, and then you hop off at the edge, and you go off to the gym, which is right by the river. That's a really cool. We're gonna do this. We are gonna do this, man. All right, I'm gonna get inside because I'm wasting gas, and this thing's got a mile left on the range, and I do not want to fill it up because I haven't used it at all. Basically, just only to go to the gym and work, and that is a marginal amount of gas. Maybe like a half cup of gas is what it takes. I maybe use like probably not even like I maybe use a quarter cup of gas to go to the gym and back and go to work. Although I don't know. Just how many cups in a 16 ounces in a cup, and there's what, like 100 and no, there's 16 ounces. 16 ounces is a pound, and a 1 ounce. It's probably 8 ounces. 8 ounces in a cup. 16 ounces is a pound. So 2 cups is 2 pounds, and a gallon is 8 pounds. So a gallon of milk is 8 pounds, and milk and gas are probably pretty similar density. So, so what is that? That's or 2 cups. Okay, so eight ounces. 8 ounces in a cup. 16 ounces in 2 cups. No, what am I even doing? 16 ounces. 16 ounces in a pound. And 8 pounds. So there's 8 times 16, which is 80. And then 8 times 6 is 48. So there's 128 ounces in a gallon. Roughly 128 weight ounces of gasoline in a gallon. And I get 20.9 miles per gallon. The trip there is a mile there, a mile back. So it's 2 miles. So it's what, 0.15 gallons times 128 ounce, or yeah, 0.15 times 128, which is or 1.45 ounces of, no, 0.1 divided by 10. So it's like 14.5 ounces of gas, which is roughly a cup and a half of gas to go to the gym and back. That's how you. This is what math comes in handy for, man. Doing quick math, or not really quick. That took 3 minutes, 2 minutes, something like that to figure out something like that. I wasn't timing it, but that's pretty cool. I just figured that out. Roughly uses a cup and a half. I'm gonna fact check this, and I'm gonna put up the real numbers of how much it actually uses on my van here. So I will see you guys. I'll see you guys for Friday, and or maybe Lake of the Ozarks gym, kind of just depending on the schedule. Really should have texted my coworker to see if she could take a shift, take my Friday shift. But nah, who cares? Tomorrow I'm going to see the Odyssey, so I need to get inside. Stop. You guys are distracting me. You guys are distracting me from my goal. My goal is to get inside and to get showered, and you guys are stopping me from doing that. You guys are stopping me from doing that. So you guys got to stop listening. You guys got to stop it right now, because you guys are really holding me back. All right. In all seriousness, I will see you guys for whenever we next work out.